The magical mitti of Bidar. Exquisite excellence in black and white. BIDRIWARE of Bidar. Intricate carvings embellished by sparkling silver inlays on glistening black metal surfaces, an object of mystery and magic over centuries. Each in its own beauty and regal splendor, bearing testimony to the skills of the artisans of Bidar and the magical mitti, mud of historic Bidar fort. Very literally, these magical works of Oriental excellence extol the land and the people that brought beauty to bear on it. Bidar, 75 miles northwest of Hyderabad, forms the center of Deccan. Almost 700 kilometers from Bangalore, Bidar lies at the farthest northeastern corner of Karnataka. Bifurcated and truncated during the reorganization of states in 1956, Bidar is a charming district full of history. Every village and town is replete with monuments, legends, stories of valor, romance of beautiful princesses, long-forgotten battles, feuding military adventurers, and even social reformation movements that shook the very foundation and structure of medieval Hinduism. Today, though, Bidar presents a two-dimensional picture, centuries of neglect and ruin versus a town steeped in history. Walk through the cobblestone lanes of Bidar, and a wealth of traditional and colorful artifacts that festoon this once rich township of Bahmani and Baridi dynasties unfolds before you. All offering evidence that amidst the embers of this famous historic settlement flourishes a conspicuously striking handicraft, splendid in beauty and design and scintillating in exquisite craftsmanship, BIDRIWARE. BIDRIWARE derives its name from Bidar. Local craftsmen believe that about 900 years ago, the craft was brought to India from Iraq and Iran by a nobleman, Khaja Moinuddin Chishti. Later, Abdullah bin Qaisar, an expert in BIDRIWARE, migrated to Bidar in the 11th century and joined hands with an equally proficient goldsmith familiar with the secrets of the trade. Together, they gave impetus to the craft and taught the craft to many. Among them was Shivanna, who and his descendants produced exquisite BIDRIWARE for Nawabs and noblemen in the years that followed. Historical evidence indicates that beautiful BIDRIWARE artifacts were presented to Alauddin Bahmani II on the occasion of his coronation. It impressed him so much that he invited the craftsmen to settle at Bidar itself. The Russian traveler Altanasins Nikitin, who visited Bidar during 1470 to 1474 AD, took with him some of the early BIDRIWARE specimens for presentation to the Russian emperor. A large number of articles of BIDRIWARE were made for presentation to the Prince of Wales when he visited India in 1875. Thus, the glory and fame of the BIDRIWARE spread far and wide. But this theory is contested and a Hindu claim is laid. A popular tale recounts that one of the Hindu kings of Bidar innovated the crafts of BIDRIWARE using the articles thus decorated to hold flowers and other offerings in honor of his household gods. Later, under the patronage of the Mughals, indigenous manufacturers were extended both cooperation and encouragement, and in course of time, Bidri work reached its zenith in perfection, design and finish. Though Persian in origin, BIDRIWARE is purely Indian innovation. This art of engraving and inlaying is handed down by generations and is exclusive to Bidar. The Bidri technique was handed down from one generation to another, and in the course of time, local Muslims and Hindus of the Lingayat sect took to the trade. Hallmark of BIDRIWARE is its fine craftsmanship. Its sleek and smooth dark-colored metalwork with intricate eye-catching designs on its glossy surface is famous all over the world. Basically, Bidri is a brass alloy which contains zinc, copper, lead, tin and traces of iron. The usual yellow brass may contain not more than 40 to 50% zinc. Copper constitutes the predominant phase. The brass and Bidriware represent two opposite ends of the zinc-copper phase diagram. The new alloy thus produced is brittle but does not rust or corrode and has the additional advantage of allowing a better polish. Each Bidriware passes through a long complicated process of casting, polishing, engraving, inlaying and blackening of the alloy before the final product is ready for the market. The craftsman prepares the alloyed metal, casts the shape using a mold and turns it to its proper shape using his lathe. The casting is done in molds of red clay, a mixture of wax and resin covering the mold with a coating of red clay superimposed on it. This whole process is supported by stops which may not be necessary in case of smaller articles. Behind the breathtaking beauty of Bidri lies hours of painstaking effort by the artisan. After making the surface smooth, a solution of copper sulfate is applied to the Bidriware to darken it temporarily for engraving. The design is first drawn freehand and later engraved with a sharp chisel in varying depths. The highly intricate designs are however introduced at the time of the crafting itself. The engraving tools cut the intricate but delicate tapestry of design into the metal, which is then lighter in color. The piece is then handed over to the inlayer. Silver wire or pieces of the sheets are then embedded on the chased patterns by hammering. The inlay may be of silver, brass or gold, though today silver inlay is more in vogue than the other two. Once the inlay work is finished, it is time for Mitti magic of Bidar. The product is now dipped and burnished in the special soil solution derived from the fort of Bidar, and loom, the alloy of zinc, is all exquisite black, and even as it leaves the silver inlays sparkling bright. The craft of Bidriware is a kind of Damascene work which has been defined by the renowned art historian Sir George Birdwood as the art of encrusting one metal on another, not incruste, which are soldered or wedged, but in the form of wire, which by undercutting and hammering is thoroughly incorporated into the metal which it is intended to ornament. S. Lanis and G. Martin, who have conducted technical examination of Bidriware, postulate in their book, Studies in Conservation, that the black color of the patina was due to copper. In a replication experiment, a clean pure zinc sheet was immersed in the above solution by the duo, and this produced a pale grey patina of zinc oxide and chloride. When the experiment was repeated with the addition of copper sulfate, a reasonably good but superficial black patina formed. According to Nies and Martin, ammonium chloride preferentially dissolves the zinc from the Bidriware, and the resulting copper-enriched surface gets oxidized by potassium nitrate, producing the black color. But this is not to suggest that the mystery of the black patina has yet been fully solved. Bidri work boasts of versatility, design originality and fine craftsmanship. How the ancient craftsmen developed such intricate chemical procedures is difficult to imagine. What's more, people believe the process involved in the blackening of the Bidri vessels gives the water stored in it curative and medicinal properties. With the passage of time, Bidri articles changed their shapes and decorative motifs. Cigar boxes, cigarette cases, ashtrays, cufflinks, matchbox covers, fruit bowls and other necessities of daily use began to find favor with the purchaser. A careful combination of old Persian motifs together with designs adopted from the Bidar fort, Ajanta frescoes and Persian florals typify modern-day Bidriware. The price range of Bidri articles is from a mere ₹30 to as much as ₹30,000, depending on the quality of the metal used in the design of the articles. So, is Bidriware today all about magic in black and white, or should it be silver?